Before I start my next part of the Guts and Casca analysis, I wanted to take a detour and begin a criticism of Puck's current character traits in Berserk, mainly concerning that of Chestnut Puck. For those unaware, Chestnut Puck is the form that Puck takes when performing moments of comic relief. Although this version of Puck first appeared in The Black Swordsman when Puck was being imagined being eaten by the hands of the Count, it started cropping up more in Conviction, and by the current point of Fantasia, it is the most common form we see Puck take. The aim of this video is not to subjugate blind hatred towards the turn that Puck's character has taken, but to simply reflect on what Puck used to represent in the series, and how this has changed over time to a point that I myself find issue with. Puck used to represent the light in Guts' darkness during the early arcs of Berserk. Puck provided some comedy and levity to the situation, sure, and that was welcome. But what I most loved about Puck in early Berserk was how he was the emphasis of elves feeling emotion. He could feel Guts' pain and anguish, and he served as a good mediator to the reader of exactly how Guts was feeling at the time, which, with the context of what we know what happened at the eclipse, makes this even more heartbreaking. This all ties together in Conviction, in the Beast of Darkness chapter. With Puck constantly being Guts' light, providing just a shimmer of light in his darkness, Guts finally accepts Puck, saying he can't just keep tense with Puck around, and finally calling him by name, and not just Bug or other various insults, and he finally accepts Puck as a friend. Early Puck is so important, because the almost magical, whimsical nature of him being an innocent elf serves as a hard contrast with Guts' early revenge demeanour. We have something which resembles innocence and virtue with Puck. He's just a cheeky little elf, he's something out of fairy tale, like almost and literally, and he's paired with a swordsman who is clad all in black, missing an eye. He doesn't have an arm, he has a fake prosthetic, who is on a revenge-fueled quest against demons. Puck, being the voice of reason and measuring Guts' emotions, helped Guts break away from his black swordsman demeanour, and in turn, he turned into a role of protector, protecting Casca and finding meaning with a new group again, which Puck was a big contributor towards. When Puck turns into Chestnut Puck, it seems to exaggerate one aspect of his character, the comedic side, and this is often at odds as how he acted beforehand, mainly in the Black Swordsman arc and the Lost Children chapter. Take this panel in Conviction, where Chestnut Puck says, "This monkey's the criminal, let the elf and the girl go." Sure, this is played off as laughs, as you can see through the over-exaggerated expressions of Isidro and Puck, but it seems completely out of character with how Puck acted before, especially compared to the Lost Children chapter and how he treated Jill and the other children, and this wasn't even long before. Another example is in the Falcon of the Millennium Empire arc, where Puck is fishing with Betchy and jokingly pretends to sacrifice Ivarella to the God Hand, because Betchy, as you know, is a Bailet. And keep this in mind that this is in context with Betchy's face changing, obviously reacting to Gashnika's transformation after he overwent the second incarnation of a man-made Bailet. So, a serious scene followed by this over-exaggeration just seems odd to me. Sure, it's a joke, I understand that, it's a funny offshoot panel, but it's exaggerated to the point where, considering, Puck, he may not know the true nature about what happened to the eclipse, but he has seen visions from Guts' emotions, and he knows about how Guts feels about the Apostles and the God Hand. He's been travelling with him for over 2 years on Guts' quest to kill all Apostles and get to the God Hand. So to make an offhanded joke about sacrifice just doesn't make sense to me, and it seems at odds with himself. Yeah, he's cheeky, sure, but his kind nature as well, which we saw in the Black Swordsman chapter, the Black Swordsman arc, the Lost Children chapter, and even some parts of Conviction, it just seems weird to me. A common rebuttal I hear to the criticism of Chestnut Puck is due to Guts finally finding a new group he feels at peace with. Puck's character arc has become full circle in a way, and he no longer requires to be Guts' pure light, as Guts has now found a new group and he's surrounded himself with people. So I understand this. Now Puck can act as the cheeky, kind of whimsical fairy tale elf he's meant to be, and because he doesn't need to constantly be on guard with Guts. But at the same time, I feel like he doesn't just need to be reduced to this. Current Puck now, especially in Fantasia and the later moments of Millennium Falcon arc, he's just a pure comic relief. He just walks around, he's always Chestnut Puck, and he makes offshoot references to Star Wars. No, Miura is a big fan of Star Wars, but still, just being an offshoot reference machine, this balance can exist. Puck being a walking joke / reference machine comes at odds with how he acted as a character previously. And in my mind, why can't we have both? We can have a Puck who provides more levity now, since he's not the only one with guts, but he can actually possess the character traits he had previously. And thank you for watching. I'm sorry for the more off-script version of the video, and this will probably be a lot shorter than my other videos, but I'm currently preparing the Casca and Guts analysis. That's going to be a big project, and I've wanted to do a short video like this for a while, just discussing my feelings of how Puck has changed over time in Berserk. If you guys want, I might expand on this video a bit, because this is a shorter kind of off-script video, and I do have more to say about this topic, so if you want to see an extended version of this topic, just let me know. Thanks for watching.